Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Geminis out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you. Talk to me, my guys. And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what's in the shadows or what shadow work you might want to lean into in this time, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's go. What's up with Gemini, please? Let us not delay. Oh, we have this magician character, which can be very good, but there's also a little edge to this one, right? This one can speak of illusion sometimes, but we'll talk about him. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at our friend here, all fancy, right? So yes, this is very similar to the Magician within Tarot deck as well. It could speak about manifestation, creation, bringing something from the thought realm into the material. So when we see this, your powers of creation could be extra amplified here. You could have a big interest in spirituality, ritual, stuff like that. But as I was referring to a little earlier, this one is different. It is an oracle card, so it can speak of illusion, whether this is self-induced illusion, like where you're not seeing something quite as clearly as you should. There could be mystery here. Hopefully it's not representative of an individual around you that's saying like, hey, look at this hand, and then they're doing something with the other, like pulling the hoodwink, but obviously it doesn't have to be that. You know me, I always lean towards the optimistic. It could be creation. So we're just going to place him down right there. Let's get into tarot. And as I always say, that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote for us. And yeah, let's get these first three out here, and we'll get the juicy stuff flowing. Let's shuffle it up one time for Gemini, please. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got? So, last week's reading, the energy was scrumptious, right? It was titled Big Victory Incoming. So even if you've been going through some rough things, rough times, the energy last week was really nice, and that energy could still bleed through to this week as well. So we're going to hope for that, because even the weeks prior, there was like a couple of dicey readings, but you know how energy goes. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Okay, because we could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. Let's get three. Let's see what we got for Gemini, please. 3 cards, please. Thank you. Okay, so this is action. You know me, I love to start a reading with an action card. We got the 6 of Swords. That's a card of improvement. And yeah, it could be travel. Could be a whole bunch of things. We'll talk about it, right? Let's get 2 more here, just to start us off. Air energy, which is an energy that you are very comfortable with. Okay, we got the 8 of Wands, so we got energy heating up here, but there's another card that came out with it, and this changes the dynamic quite a bit, because we got the 4 of Pentacles right on the back end. So this could be a bit of a complex reading, Gemini, and that's okay. That normally happens with Gemini readings. It's very nuanced. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings, then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So initially looking at the outlook here, it's like we're starting off, picking up steam into full action, full stop. So maybe there is something that has come to a halt. There could be something that has come to a stop, or you're wanting to put a stop to, for sure. But it's weird how this energy is just picking up. It's starting to gain momentum. It's starting to gain traction into this stoppage right here. But let's go through one by one, because there's a lot to go. Position number 1, the 6 of Swords. This is a good card of improvement to me. When I see this card, I think of coming out of the choppy waters into the calm. We think of that slow, steady improvement, things getting better. Now, of course, this could be action in general. This could represent change and shifting as well. We could think of travel. We could think of situations with distance involved. So there's a lot to unpack with all these cards. Now, I always say all cards are a double-edged sword. When we have the 6 of Swords, it can be good, it can be progress, but it could also be somebody that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So there could be someone you're linked to where they're not following through on their responsibilities, or they're just, you know, there's something they're neglecting. But moving to the center, we have the 8 of Wands. One of my favorite cards, right? I'm a fire sign, so I like the 8 of Wands. It's that fiery movement, that action. It's a much faster energy than the 6 of Swords. But the Eight of Wands is a huge card of communication. You see these 8 arrows cutting through the sky. When I see this card, it could be big action, big movement and change, or back and forth communication, right? Trading messages, trading talks, like doing this back and forth, back and forth. So a lot of you, communication, conversations, talks could be at a very important highlight in this reading. So we really want to clarify this. But you see what I mean, how we start from this energy moving over. Now, the rougher side of the Eight of Wands, it could easily represent a combustible type of conversation, very fiery, right? But on the back end, we have this Four of Pentacles, completely clamped down type of vibe. So you see what I mean, where something is starting, picking up steam, into this stoppage, this blockage. So a lot of you could be dealing with certain blockages in this time, literally. You might be putting something to a stop, or something needs to come to a stop, of course. Other archetypes we think of with this card, it's not a bad card. For a portion of you, you could be saving up money. There could be a big purchase or something you're trying to save up for. You could be setting a budget and things like that when the Four of Pentacles shows up. But it is clamped on. It does have a dark side, though. When I get the Four of Pentacles, it could represent somebody who's possessive. It could be somebody who's jealous of you in some sort of way as well, not letting go. So it's interesting how we have this flow of energy into this. Like, I feel like this could be a really big crossroads in this reading, right? Where, like, you might be making progress, you might be moving along. This could be an issue or a situation, a big speed bump. So we really want to get over to that. Let's dive deeper on all of it, Gemini. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for my friends, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for Gemini, please? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Six of Swords. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. So if you're feeling any messages you want to give to Gemini, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Six of Swords. What's this action about? Why is this Six of Swords here? Thank you. Knight of Pentacles. Like, what is, like, blocking you here? Okay, because I'm catching it on the end and I'm catching it here too. Like, there is a want for change. There is a want for progress. There's a want to shift something up. But this Knight of Pentacles underneath this Six of Swords, it feels like it's slowing down the works. It's gumming up the works, okay? I really want to get over to that Four of Pentacles, though. We will in due time. But the Knight of Pentacles could represent an earth sign that you're linked to. It's another card of communication as well, but it is very slow and steady. It's slow as molasses. So things might be taking quite a while to improve, or you might feel a little jammed up, a little stuck. There's something gumming up the works here. So once again, I feel like there could be certain things blocking, certain speed bumps, big blockages of various different kinds. And we'll see if it frees up, of course. All right, now the Knight of Pentacles isn't a bad card by any means. This could be Spirit telling you to be patient as well. Like, listen, be patient. Things will get better. Everything will be fine. Just keep moving, keep pushing. But we'll see. And another little sub-message, because he is a communicator as well. The Six of Swords is surrounded by communication. There could be somebody wanting to apologize or make things right, which I've been seeing notes of in other signs as well. This is apologetic. Sorry. Like, someone might want to apologize. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Wands. Might get a few more clues here. Interesting stuff, Gemini. And once again, this doesn't have to be your energy, right? Let's see what's up with that Eight of Wands. I don't know what's up with these blockages. Okay. Yeah, for a portion of you, there could be some sort of blast from the past here with the Six of Cups underneath this Eight of Wands. Like something resurfacing, something you might have thought was solved or dealt with already could come back around. Very apologetic once again. This could be somebody trying to, like, reminisce on the good times or remind you about the good times, right? That's just a huge vibe I'm picking up here in the center. And if there's somebody that you have a very deep, long history with and you haven't heard from them in a while, I would say for a vast amount of Geminis, there could be somebody that's hitting you up soon. Even if you haven't heard from them in months or years or even childhood, there could be somebody that is wanting to hit you up, right? That's a huge vibe I'm getting here. But it feels like sharing good times, sharing good memories. That's another vibe here. So maybe there's someone you want to talk to. Maybe this person wants to talk to you about something, right? Like maybe it's a talk of importance. We'll see when we get to the Four of Pentacles, because once again, I'm seeing blockages, I'm seeing roadblocks. There could be something negating this for whatever reason. There could be something getting in the way of this. So let's go in on that Four of Pentacles, then we'll do a recap before we get into the Shadow card. Interesting stuff. And a few of these cards, I've seen them popping up for other signs this weekend too. It makes sense. So why is this Four of Pentacles here? All right, thank you. Yeah, there's something you might just have to stop giving your energy and your thought power to. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Four of Pentacles. This could be somebody who's very nervous about losing a job. This could be somebody who's very nervous about what they're going to do for money or earn money. Okay, obviously not you. I mean, it could be, right? It all depends. So many Geminis out there. But there is also something that you really need to stop giving your mental power or your vitality to. There is something that needs to be a stop here. Because with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse underneath this Four of Pentacles, it does feel like a roadblock. This could be a sticky situation or a serious situation that needs to be resolved. And with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's Spirit saying like, hey, pump the brakes, right? Before this gets on its feet, before it moves too fast, before it gets out of control, don't put too much energy into this. Don't put too much hope into this. That's like a vibe, right? That's just what I'm picking up here on the back end. Because the way this energy sweeps, like it's taken a while. There's a lot of winks to the past and conversational energy, of course. But with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's either somebody not wanting to give energy to it, or it's Spirit telling you like, slow it down. Stop that for a minute. And I'm just getting these roadblocks as well. I'm getting these situations, issues. A lot of you could be dealing with like various situations and issues in this time. And they could be serious as well, especially with these energies on the back end. But let's go through and do a quick recap. We have some repeating numbers here as well. We have repeating eights. I've been seeing that for other signs. But if you kindly look in the box, Gemini, position number one, we have the Six of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, especially next to this Eight of Wands. This could be somebody wanting to speak to you, wanting to talk to you. That's a huge vibe I'm picking up here in the front end. Okay, regardless of how long it's been, this could be somebody that is feeling very apologetic as well. But I'm picking up big blockages for whatever reason. There's something standing in the way. And with this energy in the front and this energy on the back, a lot of you could be dealing with different serious situations in this time, or even feelings. But moving to the center, we have the Eight of Wands with the Six of Cups, that reminiscing, reminding someone of the good times. This could be someone you haven't heard from in a very, very long time who has recently hit you up or will be hitting you up or wants to. Could they be affected by these blockages? Possibly. Moving to the back end, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. There is something that like you shouldn't give too much of your energy to, your mental energy, your vitality. Like don't waste your energy on something. There could be a situation, like various ones, that you need to put a halt to, put a stop to, like take a second. Like that's a vibe I'm picking up here. Like put a stop to it for a second, take a minute to breathe. Don't let something spin out of control. Don't let it pick up too much steam. Collect yourself. That's a huge vibe. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Hopefully whatever situations you're going through aren't too serious in nature, but like with the blockages, the roadblocks, the various things I'm picking up here, it might be a trying time. Okay, let's get one shadow card here. I mean, I've definitely seen worse energies this week, so it's nothing to get down in the dumps about for sure. Maybe there is somebody you want to talk to or like you want to hear from, of course. But let's get one shadow card just to end this reading off nice. A little self-reflection with the shadow card. What's in the shadows? Okay, the Three of Cups. This is usually a card of celebration, happiness, merriment. Threes usually represent multiple people, multiple groups of people. Now, there's something I need to say when I pull a shadow card. This is usually the reverse or darker side of the card. And the Three of Cups could be several things. It could be overindulgence. It could be over partying, overdoing something. So Spirit could be asking you to watch out for that. Like, listen, don't overdo it with that. Like, don't party it up too much or don't do too much of that, because you don't want to get carried away when we have the Three of Cups. This could easily just represent you not counting your chickens before they hatch. Like, even if something seems really good, it might be too good to be true type of vibe. So like, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't call it a win unless you have it secured type of energy. Okay, and there is this warning about like overindulgence that you really need to watch out for. This could be someone you're linked to that is partying it up a little too much as well. So Gemini, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.